Ladies, this is how men truly feel about you during no contact. And the thing is, I talked about this topic specifically to all my homies, and you know what? A lot of them overlap. So let me give you the deets. There are three categories. One category is the men that put you into no contact and they actually do not miss you. Now, how you tell is, are they checking your socials? Are they, finding ways to text you during no contact but without texting you? And what I mean by that is, they say, hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well. They don't want to bother you. I'll talk to you later, right? They find ways to kind of plug but never actually kind of take the no contact off the table. It's a dicey situation. And quite honestly, the reason why they do this is to keep you on the hook. They like you, but they don't like you like that. The real thing is if they actually truly liked you, and we're really into you on that level, they would actually take no contact off the table and just say, hey, this is too hard. I need to come see you. So if they're just kind of poking and prodding with certain messages or whatever, and they're, testing the waters, they're really not that into you. It's like a 4 or 5 out of 10, right? They're cool if you come back, but they ain't that cool with you being around. Category 2 is they don't hit you up at all during no contact. So let's say it's been, give it about 2 months. 3 months is always like the sweet spot, right? But if 2 months and they're still not doing anything, they're not liking your Instagram story, or they're not hitting you up on Snap, whatever it is, right? If they're not figuring out ways to poke and prod, they definitely ain't into you. So you got to cut that ASAP. 3 months is the magic number though. And which brings us to number 3, all right? It's a mixture of both, but this third category, they are truly, truly into you. Listen. They are stalking your Instagram. They're stalking your socials in every sort of way. They're looking up your Visco. Yeah, I know about the Visco, right? And trying to subtly plug themselves, but without plugging themselves. That means they are crazy into you. And really what it is, it's kind of opposite. If they're not hitting you up during no contact at all, but you see hints of them, like, their friends pop up at a place that you were at, or, they ask your mom about you and how you're doing, or they're liking your story or liking it under a burner. Things like that, subtle plugs, but not actually crossing the boundary. Damn, girl, they are really into you. So it's kind of funny. If they don't actually hit you up and poke and prod, they're super, super into you. If they poke and prod, they're kind of into you. And if they just ghost you completely and ain't even thinking about you after 2 months, they done. You heard it here first.
So ladies, I understand that sometimes you may get in situationships and you end up getting in no contact with this guy, and you're wondering, what is he thinking during this period of time? Now, I for one, I would love to believe that if a man is okay with going long periods of time without talking to you, it means he's okay with letting you go. Because if we are being honest, oftentimes the situations that lead to you guys going no contact, it's because that man does not want to commit to you. You've been with him in this situationship and you've always wondered, what are we? And finally you put your foot down and you decide to go no contact, thinking that that is going to wake him up. But if the man is okay with going long durations of time without contacting you, that's a clear sign that he was never going to commit anyway. So does he miss you? Does he miss being with you? I know that is the question that most women ask themselves.
The first thing a guy is going to do is, especially if you texted this dude a lot, you hung out with him a lot, you talked to him a lot, he's going to try to fill a void. So depending on what type of dude this is, he may get with a new girl. I'll be the first one to text. I mean, if this is a high value man, he may not do that. He may go on like a burner account and stalk you on IG. The second thing is, dude, a guy will literally keep tabs on you. Not to see what you're doing. He's trying to make sure you're not doing anything else in life. Guys do not like when girls break up and move on in life. Not only move on, but for you to maybe upgrade your life. Imagine you boss up and get rich. He's gonna want to come back.
Wow, that's actually crazy. He says that when a man sees you doing better after breaking up with you, it's going to make him feel some type of way and he's going to want to come back in your life. That just shows you that these men expect you to fail just because he has, dumped you, or you guys are in no contact. He expects your entire life to stop just because he's no longer contacting you. Ladies, don't give them that satisfaction. Don't give a man the satisfaction of thinking that when he left your life, your motion stopped. Make sure each time they meet you, you're at a higher level.
Ladies, this is how men feel during no contact. I've spoke with my friends many times about their no contact experiences, and all of the conversations seem to fall into 2 buckets. The first bucket being oh, I realized that I didn't like this person that much. I was just infatuated with them, because you go no contact and you kind of forget that they exist. And that's a very clear sign that you were really not that into this person. You were just infatuated with them.
Do men only message you after months of no contact just to see if you're still dumb? No, because the other one dumped them or the other one's out of town and they feel like you're the most desperate and who will respond. Respond with a Cash App request. Think about it. Why haven't they called you this whole time? 'Cause they had another girlfriend, or they're in a fight now, or she's out of town, and they figure you like them the most, and you might be the most desperate. Or they've already called 5 other chicks that turned them down, and you was on the next one on the list. So, get paid, man. Get your money, get gifts. Tell them, like, if you want to see me again, then I need to go shopping. You know, get my hair done. I mean, get my nails done. Give me all this money, and then don't show up.
This woman is literally so funny. She says respond with a Cash App, but it's valid though. Like, if you're going to contact me, at least come with some, come with some funds. Give me a reason as to why I should take you back after all this while, because you're going to waste my time anyway. So at least let me benefit, let me get some.
I see nobody talks about how men feel during no contact, so I'm gonna talk about it. If we really mess with you and we really want you, then it's gonna feel like hell, because we want to double text. We do, but we're not going to, because it's gonna make us look desperate, and desperate ruins the chances of you coming back. So then we just try to find a cope, like going to the gym or playing video games, to kind of keep our mind off of wanting to text you. So we don't end up doing that, especially when we drink or it's like late at night. I'm talking about like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
You know how like after you break up and it's like that no contact rule that you have with your ex that's set in place or whatever, and y'all supposed to abide by that shit? Yeah, that shit hits you at, it's like certain times, like certain places you'll be at where that shit hits you the hardest. Like for instance, bro, like I'd have been in a club, right? And like this is after a breakup or some shit that I had like with my ex or whatever, right? And like you be in a club and shit and you looking at all these other women or whatever, and for some reason that just make you miss her even more. And it's like you just sitting there and you in the club and like a girl might come up to you and be like want to talk to you or some shit, and you be like type shit. But in your head you like, you don't get the fuck away from me. And that shit just make you mad, bro. You be sitting there, bro, you be like, I don't even want to be here, bro. Like your homies that made you come out to the club and shit, bro. You just like, nah, I really miss her right now. Like I can think of another example, right? I went to a wedding back in 22, or was that 22 or that was just last year? Either way, I went to a wedding some time back, right? And during that wedding or whatever, man, and I'm sitting there, bro, and I'm watching my homie, bro. He getting married and shit, whatever. Obviously, it's a fucking wedding. He getting there, and we at the reception and shit at this point. This is after the wedding, and I'm just like, damn, like, what if that was us? And it was to the point where like you could literally see it on my face at a point in time where like somebody who was there, they came up to me and I was like, hey, like you all right? You know what I'm saying? You don't seem too good. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm cool. Whole time in my head, I'm like, damn, what if me and Charlotte would have got married? Like that could have been us right now, bruh. I wonder what she's doing. I want to break no contact. And you got to sit there and you be like, damn, like, but I ain't even supposed to be doing that. Nah, I'm going to text her. How you been? It's me, big head.
This is what a guy really goes through during no contact, and I'm gonna break down the stages for you. Alright, stage 1, for the first week, he is feeling himself. That boy is posting gym pics, food, going out, motivational quotes, like trying to act so unbothered. But in reality, he's literally checking his story 2, 3, 4 times to see if you have viewed it yet. Like he's genuinely excited about his newfound freedom in that first week, but in the back of his head, he's also just trying to ignore that he's scared to deal with the emotions. Now, stage number 2, he starts to question if you are actually gone. Like he's thinking, well, she hasn't reached out, but I haven't reached out. But if I don't reach out, is she never gonna reach out? Am I never gonna talk to her again? Is she just gone? And he's stalking your page. He might accidentally like something from a year ago. He's looking at old photos of the two of you, and he's just starting to, it's starting to set in a little bit. Now, stage 3, the panic has set in. Now, this is where he realizes you're not chasing, so he's gonna become the chaser. He's gonna start texting in this stage. He might type out messages and then delete them, not actually send them, but he will eventually send something like, I miss you, or how are you doing, or how are things going, just trying to get his foot back in the door. Or he's also asking friends, like, how has she been? What is she up to? And stage 4 is the reality check. This is where he actually reflects on everything that's happened, on himself, and he decides if he really wants to pursue you and that improvement in himself, or if he wasn't that serious about you. And this is the time that once he has that clarity, if he's still silent and just lets you go, then it's done. But if he's making moves to show you his improvement, then he is actively pursuing something with you in the future.
As a UCLA psychology student, this is what we're taught about how men feel doing no contact. This is exactly what they're thinking not being able to be in contact with you. Now, there are multiple stages during this phenomenon. The first few weeks of you two not being in contact, they really don't care. That is a sad truth. It does not hit men what has happened until later on.
And this is actually true. They say that women actually feel the heartbreak way earlier than men. Like in the first stages of no contact, a woman is going to be going through it, honey. She's going to be like, her heart is going to be breaking into pieces. She's going to feel all her emotions, you know, during the first few weeks or the first months. But as time goes on, you know, with the help of her friends and, you know, watching all the videos online, because currently there are so many videos of how you can get over situationships, heartbreaks and stuff. And women are actually learning. Women are taking tips. So with time, they actually get over the breakup. But as soon as the woman has started recovering from the breakup, that's when it begins to hit the men. That's when they realize that, oh, I actually miss this woman. Like, I actually effed up. Like, she was a good woman. That's why, I don't know if you realize this, ladies, but as soon as you're moving on, as soon as you're actually beginning to forget this person, that's when they will message you. That's when they will try to spin the block. And it's like, why now? Why now, when I'm finally moving on with my life, when I've finally worked on myself and I'm on my healing journey? Why now?
They're most likely not going to be messaging you or contacting people that you guys have mutuals with. There will be pretty much no outreach. However, when it reaches the 3-week mark, they're going to realize that they have not messaged you in such a long time, and they're going to be wondering, wait, what are they up to? This is when their pride is attacked because they're like, wait, why haven't they messaged me? They're most likely used to people reaching out to them first. They're kind of spoiled. This is when you're going to see them messaging friends that you guys have, mutuals, or they're going to be stalking your social media. You will notice that they're going to be one of the first few people to see whatever you post. If not that, they're not even going to see your story at all just to prove a point. They're going to realize that when you haven't reached out by the 3-4 week mark, by the 3 or 4 week mark, they're going to realize that you have moved on, and nothing hurts more than that. Now, this is typically when they will try to reach out to you in whatever capacity. They're going to try to reach out to you about a project or doing something so unrelated to your relationship. Now, if this doesn't happen, they're most likely just going to unfollow you completely and block you and move on. This is because their pride is completely attacked and they actually really want to come back into your life, but they can't do it.
Are men thinking during no contact with you? The first thing any guy does during no contact is he starts looking at your Instagram. He starts stalking your Instagram, and they all do this. Have you noticed how all of a sudden when you have no contact with a guy, he starts watching every single one of your stories, and maybe he even likes your stories. And they're doing this to confirm to themselves whether they are triggered by seeing you or not. Because sometimes they look at you and they go, I don't really care what she does. And they even like it to show you, yeah, I liked your story. I saw it. I was here, but I didn't care enough to actually reach out to you or to talk to you. So what I recommend you do in this case is you don't give them ammo. Please don't post any wild party videos like, I'm doing so well without you, and post with 500 boys in your stories like, look at all these men who like me and who want to be with me. Why aren't you one of them? Please love me. Don't do that.
The quotes to show that you're so happy and F him, I'm living better without you. Oh my God. Those are embarrassing. I hope, ladies, we are not doing that. I hope we ain't posting that. It's 2025. We should be knowing better by now. Don't post quotes to show that you miss him. Don't post quotes to show that you're depressed. Just stay normal.
But you might be wondering if they actually miss you. And the answer is no. Especially if you talk to them for a long time, they're probably thinking, okay, I've had enough of her for a while now. And they can live and go about their day without thinking about you ever. Because something you have to remember is that men are very physical creatures. So if they can distract themselves with somebody else, they are focused on that person. So they're probably talking to a bunch of other people at the same time. If he ghosted you, you never heard from him again, he probably was talking to another girl all along.
Ladies, this is what a man experiences during no contact. Welcome to Mr. King's Takes. Let me explain. Two things is going to happen. Either A, he's going to realize that you are replaceable very, very easily, dime a dozen, or he's going to realize you are irreplaceable / valuable. At which point he's going to either try and get you back, or he's going to have to mourn the fact that he's lost a good woman. If he's an attractive man, then he will have an abundance of options. And during the no contact period, he is going to be enjoying those options. But here's what's going to be happening. Subconsciously, he'll be comparing you to them. If during that time, the subconscious comparison leads him to thinking that you are replaceable, then life carries on. He won't reach out to you. He'll just crack on living his life. After all, like I've said, you've already been replaced. You know what I mean? However, if by any chance he finds you irreplaceable, aka you were the kind of woman who added significant value to his life, in addition to the obvious bedroom stuff, right? Then he's going to miss you. Because guess what? He can replace the beauty. He can replace the rack. He can replace the bunda. What he cannot replace is the character. What he cannot replace is the value that you brought. The combination of all of that will make you pretty unique. If he realizes that, at that point, he's going to miss you. And when he does miss you, two things will happen. Either he'll be too prideful to reach out, or he'll be healthy and human and mature enough to try and rekindle it. And he will make an approach in that regard. If he does, this is what I believe you should do. Do not listen to all the rubbish on the internet that tells you to make him sweat, make it hard for him, and all of that foolishness. No. Here's what I would say. I would say be a healthy, mature adult about it. If you're done with him, then reject him calmly and just keep it moving. If you would like to re-explore it, then I would say express your needs and standards very calmly, like an adult to him, and give him the opportunity to either rise to them or fade out again. Keep it that simple.
3 things guys actually think about during no contact part 3. If you didn't see my last video, I'm pissed. I just lost a $2,000 parlay. This is probably the realest and the most craziest, boldest y'all will see me. I'm not sugarcoating anything in this video. I'm sorry, but I'm pissed. Hear me out. One. We want to try to find you in person. It sounds weird, right? Yo, we're going to Walmart. We're trying to find you. We're going to the place where we think you're going to be. I know it's weird. You may be like, oh, he's stalking me. No, but we feel like you're not going to text us. So we're going to try to see you in person because yo, bro. We think that's going to make you text us. So we're going to try to go to Walmart. We're going to be outside, bro. Not for trying to get other girls, but trying to find you. It's weird, I know. 2, this one is weird. Like I said, I don't care. I'm snitching the guys out. I'm snitching the girls out. I'm snitching everybody out. Everybody's paying for my 2K parlay. The second thing we do, if you gave us you may wonder why I just have this hoodie sitting right here. If you gave us a hoodie or any type of belongings. Now, this is a nice shark hoodie, but we're going to be smelling that shit. I don't care. I'm snitching y'all boys out, bro. Peep out a hoodie has satin silk for your hair, too, with a custom shirt. Yeah, we be smelling whatever you gave us. I know it's weird, or maybe you're not smelling. That's a little bit too deep. That's federal. I'm not going to lie. Either we're going to throw it away right when no contact starts so we're not thinking about you, or we're going to, smell it if we miss you. Or, nah, I don't. 3, this third one, this is why I tell y'all to do something with your life during this time. But look, we think about what the hell you're doing. So when you're going, you're posting, acting like you're having a good time. Use the Care Bear method, go ghost, start e-commerce, start getting money, start going to the gym, do what you need to do. I'm out.
And if you ask me, I would say it's not that he misses you. Rather, he misses the affection you used to give to him. He misses the attention. He misses how you used to love on him. He misses all the good energy you used to give him. It's not that he misses you as a person, but he misses how nice you made him feel. you boosted his ego. You made him feel like he was that man, because when you were in his life, you were like in awe of him, and you put him on this pedestal, and you made him feel like he was the greatest of all men. So of course he's going to miss that, you know, that validation from you. To be honest, it doesn't change anything about him not wanting to commit to you. It doesn't take away the fact that he's still not willing to commit to you.
This is what happens when you go no contact with your man. I'm talking radio silence. You haven't heard from him in weeks. You might have even blocked him, but you can't help think, does this man miss me? Does he think of me? What's going on? What is he feeling? I wish I knew. Aren't you glad that I'm here? Because I'm going to tell you the exact 2 things that are going to happen. 2 things and 2 things only. I'm working with hundreds of women in my coaching, and this is the exact same thing I always tell them as well. And I cannot believe I'm revealing my secrets to you literally for free. But here we go. Option number 1. You have no contact. Radio silence. Nada. 0. And this man all of a sudden is realizing, you know what? She was nice. I was on a date with her. Maybe I was even in a relationship with her. Maybe it was a situationship. Whatever it was, we had something going on. But also, I don't actually miss her that much. Yes, she's beautiful. Yes, there was some level of attraction, some infatuation, some desire and superficial and physical attraction, but it's not that deep. Some level of desire and some level of attraction, but it's not important enough for me to reach out again and reignite the spark. I'd rather lean back, keep an eye out for other options, let the communication and connection fade out by itself by simply not reaching out again. And this is where men go crickets, and all of a sudden they disappear and you don't hear from them anymore. That's it. That's option 1. That's when they're just not that interested and they feel, okay, I'm gonna look for somebody else. Option number 2, and you need to remember men are a little bit slower. They need to take a little bit more time. Okay, this doesn't happen instantly. This can happen after a few weeks or a few days, no contact. This is when they realize, man, I miss that woman. What we had was incredible, and only the no contact, the radio silence, makes me realize that I truly miss that person in my life. And she added a lot of value. She made me happy. Our connection is amazing. And sometimes then they're too insecure and they're scared of rejection, so they sometimes don't even reach out again. But between you and me, they're lost because you want a man that is confident enough to fight for you anyway. Moving on. However, sometimes they do feel like they want to reach out, and this is where the ball is in your court and you don't immediately take them back. Let them wait. Let them sit there. Let them guess what your next move is and not being able to predict whatever you're gonna do. And that is how you stay the black cat.
So some guy told me that when they go no contact with women, they feel the same way they felt when they were still with them. So if that man didn't feel love for you when you guys were still together, nothing has changed. It's not that no contact is going to make him realize that, you know what, I actually have some feelings for her. Like the same way he felt when you guys were together is the same way he's going to feel during no contact. If when you guys were still together, he was nice to you, you know, he showed you that he cared and he loved you and that stuff, then he's probably feeling the same way during no contact, you know. He's probably missing you. He still feels the same way. He still feels like he cares and stuff. But if it was the other way around, he showed that he didn't care, he showed that, you know, he wasn't into it, then it's still the same. You guys going no contact is not going to magically change that. It still remains the same. I know sometimes women think that, oh, he's just dumb, you know, he's not picking up on the signs. He can't see that I'm actually, you know, moving on, and this time it's for real. Trust me, he knows. He sees that you're moving on. He just doesn't care. Yes, ladies, I know this is so bitter. It's the bitter truth. It's so hard to swallow, but it's better than staying deluded.
If you wonder what men are thinking during no contact, take a walk with me. And let's be clear, it's mostly anxious attachers that ask this question. You're looking for clarity and closure and trying to figure out what you did wrong. Because if you can figure that out, then you can fix it and gain access to the love that you deserve. Not realizing that you're already worthy, whole, and complete, and that you shouldn't have to fight to gain access to the love that you desire. And if we're being honest, you're the only one that's playing the no contact game. And that person who's the object of your desire, they'll message you in a couple weeks. And you'll be super excited to receive their messages because it's going to feel like, oh my gosh, it's happening. You may even have a failed meetup attempt, and then they ghost you again. but they're just making sure that you're still there, that you're an option. And when you're anxious, you're more than happy to be one. The question you may want to ask yourself is, were you dating a man or a boy? Were they anxious, avoidant, and have ADHD? Did that relationship turn toxic? And be honest, why? You're probably the anxious one watching this video. We'll focus on the avoidant and what they feel during no contact. Someone who has an avoidant attachment is going to feel relief after a breakup. And they're probably going to go back to doing what they were doing before you guys met. Or they're going to go into one of their favorite coping mechanisms, which is working a lot. Of course, they don't recognize this, but they're keeping themselves busy from feeling their feelings. Which is why 6 months later, when they do start to feel their feelings, you might get a text message saying, "Hey," or "What's up?" And while you monitor their social media, hoping for their return, they're probably dating other people. And it's not because they don't remember you or that you weren't special to them, but this is their standard operating procedure. It's their iOS that hasn't been updated since they were young. And if you answer that text message 6 months from now, when they finally feel their feelings, they're going to say things like, "I miss you. It was a mistake to let that relationship go." And because you guys had a push-pull dynamic in your relationship, they often felt flooded, which feels like a threat to their nervous system. And now that it no longer feels like a threat and the rose-colored glasses are on, they're thinking, we should give that another shot. And I'm not saying don't give it another shot. You do you. But you should probably ask the question, what's changed? What's different? Have you gone to therapy? Did your financial problems get solved? Did they work through whatever they needed to work through? But more importantly, did you? You see, you have to be honest about why you were in no contact to begin with, and you take ownership of part of that. And for clarity, no contact can look like this. You block them on socials, ending your phone. You delete their number, or you change their name to do not call. And then you focus on you while healing your shiznit and getting your groove back. You start reading books and listening to the Blueprint podcast to build a more secure attachment style. Secure attachment to yourself. And you learn to not play the block, unblock, block, unblock, block, unblock game. Nobody needs that kind of toxicity in their life. Stop it. It's not good for either of you, and if you're not careful, it becomes a pattern in all of your relationships. There's just so much chemistry. I can't stay away. It's amazing. It's electric. I've never felt this before. But you have. It's called home. How was home? And I know, regardless of all this information, there's one question that's still on your mind. But do they miss me? Yes. If you spend any significant time together, they're going to miss you, but maybe not at the level that you think or would hope. Focus on you and build that secure attachment style. You got this, and you're a lot closer than you think.
What are men thinking during no contact? They're thinking they made the best decision ever. They're thinking, why was I ever with this person? They're thinking that they just want to get back to their normal routines, and they do, and they get back to doing what they like and what they want without anybody bothering them. That's what they're thinking during no contact. They're thinking they no longer have the pressure of this relationship weighing them down. They're thinking they can now do whatever they want with their lives because nobody's in their face telling them that they shouldn't, they couldn't, or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that you're doing that. What I am saying is this is what they're thinking is happening. And this is why you guys are in no contact, because they have this perception that you were somehow suffocating them. So they will come back to homeostasis at some point. Their nervous system will relax back to normal. They may miss you and they may reach out, but whether they're willing to change, that's a whole nother story.
And men are very funny people. Sometimes they may even give you the impression that they actually want to come back by liking your pictures, replying to your stories. But it's not that he's doing that because he misses you. Rather, he's trying to test the waters to see if you will allow him back. Not that when he comes back, he's finally going to treat you right. He's going to give you the commitment you've always asked for. But he's just trying to test the waters to see if you still have that soft spot for him. If you're still Adamic, little do you know that when you take him back, it's like the cycle is just going to repeat itself. I, for one, if a man decides to go 3 months, 4 months without talking to me, even if you come back, I'm not going to take you back, because that just shows me that you're coming back because your other options failed you. How can you tell me it's going to take you over 3 months to realize that I'm the one you want to be with? Really? 3 months? All this while you were out there going wild? Because trust me, most of these men, when they are in no contact, it's not that they are taking time off dating like some women do, because some women will take time off dating and work on themselves and stuff. For the men, most of them are not doing that. They are already back in the dating field. They are out on the streets, and after you've explored, you want to come back to me and you expect me to take you back. If a man cannot see my value the first time, I have no reason dealing with that man. You don't have to first go there and get disappointed by all your other options, then you want to double back to me. Not happening.
Our guy's feeling no contact is always dependent on what stage of no contact he's in. See, at this point, there are 5 stages of no contact, maybe even 6, depending on how avoidant your ex-boyfriend is. I'm sure at first you know that guys feel free in no contact. Your dreadhead ex, where they felt you miss anxious attachment, were too much. Huh? And so when the breakup first occurs, your dreadhead ex, who's nonchalant and avoidant, feels free because they now have space. But eventually guys feel curious in no contact, at least when you leave them alone, and stay in no contact. And as long as you didn't do anything too crazy in the breakup, because why would you do anything crazy? Now, the more tiempo you spend in no contact, Google Translate it, guys then begin to miss you. Now, this missing you feeling that guys feel in no contact only happens if you had a long relationship, or a long relationship and a deep connection. If it was a fling, situation thing, or a few dates, there may not have been enough emotional investment.
I feel like the science behind how men act like during a breakup or whenever it's like no contact with their ex and shit, I feel like that shit should be studied. And like what I mean by that is like, I feel like men and women, whenever like a breakup occurs or wherever it's no contact, no shit like that, right? I feel like the way that each of us operates, or like men versus women, is so differently. I can't speak for women, but I damn sure can speak on like how men be, right? From what I done seen and basically what I done did. It's like the first like month or two, bro, that always like you be cool. I don't know what it is. It's like such a delayed reaction and shit. It's like you kind of just be like, you know what? All right, cool. Like shit, fuck that shit, bro. Like I'm single, I'm free. You be having that mindset like, yeah, bro, everything cool. It's good. I'm good. And then like slowly but surely, like after about like 4 or 5 months, that's when you be like, damn. Nah, this shit not cool no more. Hold on, bro. It's always like that arc that you hit, bro. Like I swear to God, it happened every time, bro. And I feel like the worst thing you can do whenever some shit like that happen is to immediately jump out there and like hop on the scene again. And they give you that advice that, oh, well, in order to get over somebody, you need to get under somebody or some shit like that. Do not follow that advice. I've tried that shit. It does not work. I talked about that shit too in another story time, bro. But dead ass found myself crying almost one time, bro. After doing the deed with a chick, she talking about something. Hey, how are you doing? You seem a little down or something. Yeah, I need to get the fuck out of here because I'm thinking about her. So yeah, men act a lot differently after the no contact and shit, bro. And it's so crazy, bro. Like I don't know why the fuck it's like that. And then like from what I heard with women is like at the beginning, like they be hurt as fuck, and then slowly but surely they be cool. You know what I'm saying? They get over that shit after a while, after about 4 or 5 months, just around the time for you to start feeling that shit. And it's like, that shit is weird, bro. Like, I don't know. And I feel like the science behind that got to be studied. Like, it's got to be a fucking reason why it's like that, for real, for real.
So he unfollowed you. Maybe he even blocked you. And you're going through the no contact phase right now in your breakup. What the hell does all of that even mean? I'm going to tell you, it means nothing. And I know that's hard to hear because we tend to read into people's actions, but what I want you to recognize is we are humans of behavior. We thrive off attention and we thrive off getting a reaction. And you got a reaction because you're watching this, right? So I want you to kind of look at when that person comes back, if they come back. But anything they do in the midst of their breakup, that is just them just going through life, maybe taking steps they need to heal, maybe trying to move on, or maybe just trying to piss you off and trying to get a reaction and try to maybe get you to contact them during the no contact phase, just so they could be like, why are you contacting me? I don't want to talk to you. So don't read too much, guys, into the actions of a person, especially when it comes to social media. It means absolutely nothing, because I can tell you right now, even if I unfollow you and during a breakup, if I'm still curious, there's still an easy way for me to go check out what the heck you're doing. If I block you, I can easily unblock you, see what's up, and then reblock you. It means nothing when it comes to a breakup. What you focus on is if that person returns, then you look at their behavior, then you look on their reactions. But right now, if you're in no contact and you need to heal, focus on you and give your attention back to you, not to the person that's playing mind games.
Here's how guys feel in no contact. Make sure to save this video, it'll come in handy. A question I commonly get is, how does my ex-boyfriend feel in no contact, or my ex-husband, or even the guy who I was a rebound relationship for? Now you need to understand that guys feel the same way that women feel, but the way it's expressed is where it's different. You see, most guys are taught that it's weak to be vulnerable, that it's not good to express emotions, and that if you lose your girl, whether it's because his girl dumped him or he left her, and you need to move forward. But I'm gonna get really close for this. Though your guy may respond differently externally in no contact, it does not mean that he doesn't feel no contact in the same way. So if your guy is anxiously attached, after probably 1 to 2 weeks, he's going to start to feel abandoned, rejected, even if he's the one who initiated the breakup. Whereas if your ex is more avoidant, I'm talking dismissal avoidant, he's also going to feel the loss of the breakup. However, it's going to take time. It's going to take you leaving him alone. I mean, like really going ghost, focusing on yourself and allowing the phantom ex to kick in. So long story short, although guys may not outwardly show it, they experience no contact the same way everyone else does based off their attachment style. However, how they verbally express it may be a little different.
When we in no contact with our ex or girl at the time, like, no, that jump be blowing me. We gonna make it seem like we don't care for real, but no, we care. No, we want to see you. Like, if you was the reason why we in no contact, we gonna play it so crazy. Like, we gonna act like we don't care, bro, but we do. Like, we get to asking the guys, like, bro, dang, bro, you think I should text her or something? Like, I'm telling you, like, we get to ask and shit. Like, you think she talking to the other nigga right now? Like, no, we get to just overthink. I'm telling you. You look at your page every 2 seconds. No, let you post something. No, let you post something I don't like. I'm crashing out. I don't care if we in no contact. No, you gonna get contact. No, I'm finna contact you right now. But with the X one, it be way different though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we'll probably just go on her page a couple times, look at it and shit. Damn near be in the DMs about to text some, delete it. Like, no, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's just an ego thing. Yeah, we really just be waiting on y'all to text us and shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's it, that's all.
Ladies, men don't respond to words. They sure don't. But you know what they do? You know what they do respond to? No contact. Nothing. Not even a fucking smoke signal. Not even a fucking carrier pigeon. He's always backing me up. He's always there for my fucking support. But these men are not. These men are not. You need to go ahead and delete that message that you have written out in the Notes app or in the iMessage. Go ahead and delete that before you hit send. Don't do it. Don't get your feelings hurt again, because tonight when you're trying to sleep, your tummy is gonna hurt really bad. It's gonna be like, and you're gonna be like, is that IBS or is that infinite shame for the fact that I was vulnerable again and spilled my heart out again and was trying to be graceful and empathetic to his situation again, for him to either one word you or not respond at all. Oh my God, I look back at the times that I was that girl. But also, that means that I've grown a lot. So that's really a nice thing. But also, so that's it, ladies. Men don't respond to words. They don't give a fuck. They don't have the capacity. Elevator's not going all the way to the top. Couple of french fries short of a Happy Meal. Don't bother. We're never gonna be this young and hot again. Go figure it out. Go roller skate. Pick up a new hobby. Learn to do crocheting. Something constructive. You know?
And ladies, I know no contact can be so hard. Like, it can really be so hard, especially when you're used to talking to this person all the time and all of a sudden communication is cut off. Oh my god, that can be so heartbreaking. But make yourself busy, you know, go out there, interact with friends, get a new hobby, because the more you stay in the house and you're just on your phone waiting for this man to text you, you're going to end up being desperate and you might end up making decisions that you'll regret later. I know it can be hard, but try as much as possible to get out of the house. Drag yourself out of the house. Don't stay in bed on your phone stalking his social media, stalking his Instagram. That is not going to bring him back. Instead, you're sending him energy. He can feel that desperate energy. Much as you're not contacting him, if you're always on his page stalking him, he's all you think about and stuff. Like, energy, guys, people can feel energy. A man will feel that desperate energy from you, and the truth is that desperate energy is not attractive. And ladies, I for one, I say avoid getting rebounds. Don't get someone just so you can forget the person you're trying to move on from. You know, you don't have to get a rebound, because that is just going to make matters worse. I know some people will say to forget someone, you have to get under someone else. I for one, I am against that. Use this time to focus on yourself and pour into yourself as a woman. You don't have to go out there hooking up with other men and, you know, getting all these rebounds. In the end, it's just going to make you feel empty.
What are men thinking doing the no contact rule? Y'all, this right, y'all, I don't think y'all understand. It's like stages to this. It's three stages. So I'm gonna give y'all all three, how they from 1, 2, and 3. So y'all gotta watch this whole video. I'm about to give y'all all of it. Number 1, when you first do the no contact rule, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's gonna be stalking your Instagram. That's what every guy do. Stalking your socials, seeing what you're doing, seeing are you with, like are you posting with people, are you going out with your friends? Every guy does it. And if y'all don't know how to check if he's stalking your account right now, click share, hit Instagram direct. If he's on that list of 4 to 5 people, he's stalking your account as we speak. He's literally on your account, watching it, paying attention. So I'm letting y'all know right now. Number 2, stage 2 of this, he'll begin to question if you even liked him at all. And it's crazy because like, you probably gave him everything. You probably love this man to the end of the world. But in his mind, he's questioning because he's like, wow, you didn't have to do this. Like, you didn't have to do the no contact rule. So it really, doing a no contact rule helps a guy out. Even though he may be hurt, trust me, it helps him out because then he get to realize what he's missing. So he started questioning if you like them at all. That's stage 2, y'all. Stage 3 is one of the biggest ones that he will start doing. He's gonna start texting you. And when I say texting you, I'm talking about he's gonna be spamming you, especially if you're doing the no contact rule. That means that he misses you. He literally misses your presence, your voice, you in general. He just misses everything about you. So he's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, texting you like crazy, calling you like crazy, FaceTime you like crazy. He's gonna do all that stuff like crazy just to get your attention, just so you can text back, y'all. I'm telling you, that's what a guy thinks in a no contact rule.
All right, guys, let's talk no contact with a man and what they're even thinking. First and foremost, not for every situation, but for most men, the stage of no contact in the beginning is a feeling of relief. They are relieved to be separated from the situation, whatever caused the breakup. And they're just, you know, it's a little new taste of freedom. They're probably experiencing being single again. This is the whole the grass is greener on the other side scenario, okay? Now, is it, like I said, is it the same for every person? No, I know I'm going to get in the comments, but I'm in pain. That's great. That's you. But majority of the men, they're feeling that kind of relief. No contact causes the stage of missing your partner a lot because now you're feeling the absence. That comes within probably weeks to months of not interacting with the person. And I've heard from numerous men that I've even coached that when the partner comes back within a day or two, it is an immediate turnoff and they actually don't want that person back because they feel like they're being chased and they feel almost suffocated and they just don't want to deal with it. And honestly,
Same for women, even with myself. When I got chased after a breakup, within like a day or two, I literally never want to I never wanted to speak to that person again because I was just completely turned off. So he's going to be feeling some moments of relief. Now, when those months or whatever weeks come where they do want to reach out, that's up to you to really decide if it's genuine. Sometimes it is very genuine and they genuinely miss you and they want to speak with you. But the other times it is because the grass was not greener on the other side and they know that you're a safe option and that you'll probably take them back. So if you know a lot about what they were doing, if they were partying, hooking up, la-di-da-di-da, maybe they were talking to someone, it didn't work out, and then they come back to you and go, I miss you, you're the one for me. Probably not a genuine scenario, probably a scenario that you're going to want to avoid. So honestly, the power is really in your hands of what you want to do or not. And I never tell my clients, don't reach out if you don't want to. I say in the beginning, keep the no contact because you really do need to heal yourself. You need to focus on yourself and you cannot go looking for healing in the place that broke you. Okay. But after a little bit, if it's been some months or some time and you've healed and you've detached yourself from the outcome of whatever happens, and you want to reach out to this person, go for it. No problem. Because you now detached from whatever happens is going to happen. But in the end, I will be okay. If you're at that stage, no problem. But otherwise, stay no contact. Stay within your power because either way, they're either going to really, really miss you and want to make it work, which is usually rare, or they'll come back because the grass was not greener on the other side and you are safe for them.
What are men thinking about during no contact? I'll give you a clue. It's you. Now, it might not be a good thing that they're thinking about you. They could be thinking, oh my God, this is such a relief. I'm so over the whole stress of this. I'm so over this whole interaction that I have with this person. So it might not be a good thing. But equally, they might really miss you. They might be thinking about you thinking, gosh, I really miss that text, or I really miss that phone call, or I really miss them asking me how my day's going. It might be a good thing or it might be a bad thing, but whatever it is, they're almost certainly thinking about you too. So don't worry. As a therapist, my advice is to stick to the rules. If you've set boundaries at the beginning of your no contact, then stick to them. You don't want somebody to come back saying, but you couldn't even stick to the rules. Stick to the rules. If you've agreed no contact, stay no contact. But also use it as an opportunity to check in with yourself. How are you feeling about no contact? Do you miss them, or are you secretly quite pleased that the whole drama is over?
If you're going no contact with a man and you're wondering what he's thinking, these are the 3 stages of how guys deal with no contact. First off, I get it. No contact is hard. It's difficult. You miss them. There's this yearning and feeling and wondering what they're thinking. Do they still love me? Do they still care? Do I even want them to still love me? Do I even want them to still care? What are they thinking? Where their head's at? I'm saying right now as a dude, the very first stage of no contact is running to whatever distraction you could find. And I'm talking a guy who maybe he's a little immature, maybe hasn't done a whole lot of work on himself, but he's gonna run to distraction. If he's doing no contact, he is so nervous, so freaking out. Why? Because you're a lady and you could get it right when you walk down the street. So that's gonna make him feel insecure. That's gonna make him feel overwhelmed. That's gonna be like, well, she could easily get some from another guy, and that's making me feel insecure because I still care about her and I still have these feelings and all these other things. So I need to go do the same, if not even worse. Mind you, you're probably sitting just eating ice cream watching Bridgerton, but he doesn't know that. He's thinking the worst case scenario, so he's distracting. Second stage is when the party's over. Maybe he started talking to another girl, maybe he immediately went on Tinder, maybe he did whatever to distract himself, and then he realized it wasn't you. Then he realized there's still these emotions there, and I can't just keep distracting myself. What am I gonna do with these feelings? So there's either 2 ways he's gonna go about it. He's either gonna start picking and prodding, start looking at the social, start looking at stories, not say anything, but start picking and prodding. And the final stage is if he actually does something about it. Is he actually gonna DM you? Is he actually gonna text you that I miss you and maybe we should make it work or whatever? Or is he gonna double down, find and hold on to a long-term distraction, which is another woman, or really sit in his accountability and grow? That's up to him, and that's a him thing, not a you thing, not what you deserve thing, but a him thing based on where he's at in his life. And just don't think just because he comes back, that means that he loves you. It could be a moment of weakness, and baby girl, are you a moment of weakness, or are you a beautiful, abundant addition too? At the end of the day, no matter what he does, realize that the relationship ended for a reason. And if you don't necessarily ask yourself the hard questions and do the deeper healing and even say, does it even serve me to have this dusty potato in my life? Then don't even worry about it. No contact is not a choice. It is the only option there is. And the only reason why we make it a choice is because we're too scared to actually do the real healing. And if
ladies, what are men thinking and feeling during no contact? And like, a lot of girls always ask me stuff like this. Listen, I can't speak for everybody, but as a man, knowing, you know, my boys, my cousins, people that I know that I talk to, during no contact, it depends on the situation. Like, if a girl that I was messing with, you know, or I was in a situationship, cut me off, or a girlfriend broke up with me, during that no contact, I'm probably gonna be really hurt. And that's something a lot of women don't understand. It's like, as us men, we want to portray to the world that, oh, we're good, we ain't worried. But deep down inside, we're probably talking to our homies or our friends about it, like constantly, nonstop, or just being by ourselves, not eating, not sleeping. You know, because, you know, a lot of times you don't really feel how you feel about a girl until it's over.
This is what happens when you go no contact with a man. Whether you hard blocked him, or you're just not responding, or you guys had a falling out. So lean in, babies. Big sister's got you. Number one, if he's truly busy, if he works a lot, if he has a lot going on, he might be distracting himself completely, on purpose or not, but he might not be thinking about you in the moment yet. It has nothing to do with if he does or doesn't have feelings for you. He's literally hyper focused on work or whatever that thing is. Now, ladies, our superpower is multitasking, okay? You can be scooping up your kids, driving them to school, putting laundry in, and obsessing about the guy. They don't think this way. They hyper-focus on work. They hyper-focus on you, okay? So the important thing to do during this point is don't take it personally. Number two, men are most concerned with what, ladies? Power. If he wants you to be the one to keep pursuing him, obsessing, chasing him, etc., he might be using this time as a power play and is like, I'm not reaching out. She has to reach out first. So ladies, yet another reason, don't break this no contact. Always allow him to come towards you first, hence my gentle no contact technique. This is so important that you follow this. Otherwise, you will be in anxious, wounded masculine energy and continue to be miserable. And he will continue to take you for granted. Number three, you are sticking to this no contact and you are pulling your focus away from him. During this time, if he has true feelings for you, they are going to start to grow. He is going to start to feel afraid. He's going to start wondering where you are, what you're doing, who you're talking to. So again, ladies, please do not ruin this by getting anxious, thinking that, oh, maybe he just misses me but wants me to reach out first. Stop it. Remember, ladies, this is love. We're talking about love. We are not trying to manipulate or convince someone to love us. If he hasn't been meeting your needs, coming towards you, this no contact time should be for you to heal and for him to figure his shit out. I promise you, if he's meant for you and you stick to this, he's going to come back to you even stronger, like a rubber band.
3 things all men are thinking about during no contact part 2. And ladies, pay attention, especially to the last one, because that one is the most important. Starting off with number 1, the first and main thing guys think about during no contact is, what is she doing? What is she up to? And he's either going to go on his friend's account to see what you're doing, or he's going to go on his main account. And you're probably thinking, well, Tyler, how do I check this? You got to hit share, then go to Instagram direct, and a list of about 4 to 5 people should pop up. And these are the people who are stalking your account. Moving on to number 2, he's going to be hoping that you are not doing more with your life, because he knows that most guys you be dating are bums. So they know that if this girl starts chasing her dreams, going to the gym, and doing better for herself, she is going to leave. So ladies, do something else. Pour your energy into something else that isn't stalking his account all day. And for number 3, most of the time during no contact, he's going to start using the slick tone method. If you don't know what the slick tone method is, I honestly don't know how, because pretty much everybody does. And if you don't know what it is going to make you come back, and he's going to be even more toxic. So if you genuinely don't know what it is, comment slick tone method, and I'm sure somebody will tell you. And you got to be careful, because honestly, this method is pretty scary.
What are men thinking during no contact? I had someone message me and ask me to answer this question. I'm Mike, I'm a healing, fearful avoidant, and a self-awareness and relationship coach. So I have 2 answers to this question. You're probably not going to like them. The first answer is that our culture as men today is, in order to get over somebody, you get under somebody, or don't show your emotions, or don't show any vulnerability. So we're sort of pressured to go and rebound, which is extremely unhealthy, or not even talk about what we're thinking. And honestly, if you do rebound, you're not thinking about your ex, especially if you hop into another relationship, you tend to forget much faster. But for me, I've rebounded after a breakup and during no contact, and it's only ever made me feel worse. I've always immediately regretted it and kind of felt a lot of shame afterwards and really just missed them even more. But the second answer is that nobody knows what men are thinking during no contact, because everybody is different. We all have different attachment styles. We all have different ways of dealing with breakups. So my second answer is, don't even think about what your ex is thinking about. You should be taking this time to heal and understand what went wrong in the relationship so that it doesn't happen again. And lastly, no contact is not a tool to get your ex back, so focus on yourself and your own healing and move forward.
Ladies, I for one, I believe that if a man decides to go no contact and it takes him a long time to contact you, that man never liked you in the first place. A man that genuinely liked you, a man that was genuinely interested, like, he's not going to be comfortable with going long periods of time without talking to you. He's going to find a way. Fine, I understand in the beginning emotions may be high and he may still be in his feelings and stuff, but it won't take him 2 months, it won't take him 3 months. If a man was genuinely interested in you, he would find a way to contact you. He would find a way to make things right. If you're the one that is always reaching out, if you're the one that is always trying to break no contact, you're the one that is always trying to make things right, I have news for you, baby girl. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. A man that likes you will put in the effort. He won't let you guys go years, months without talking. That's a clear sign that that man does not like you think he does. Subtract yourself from that situation before you get even more heartbroken. Anyways, guys, tell me what you think about this topic in the comment section below. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a video. Till next time, I remain Lisa. Peace and love. I love you. Bye.